Hello and welcome to the channel, everyone. My name is Brandon and today we're going through some tool deals at Home Depot and Amazon. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Now, starting out with a couple of deal of the days from Lowe's. They're having 3 Cenex outdoor power equipment. So you have their gas hedge trimmer, gas leaf blower, and gas string trimmer. And it looks like this one is the ones you can switch out with like the different heads. So they are having that. I think they had a Cenex deal a couple days ago and I said I'm not too familiar with this brand, so if you do have any experience, let us know. It looks like the reviews are pretty decent. So anyway, they are having that if you are interested. And again, it does end at the end of the day. And then finally, they are also having a Craftsman 16 gauge finish nailer. And they are also throwing in some free nails. So how nice. And this is $900 per box. So 900 16 gauge nails with that cordless nailer. And you have to have your own battery or Craftsman if you are in that line. Now it says it's $205. However, I believe if you sign in and if you're a member, then you have about $66 off. So maybe not a bad deal. Again, if you're on the Craftsman line, you're going to be doing some more of a heavy duty nailing, then there you go. They are having those on sale. Now we're going to switch over to Home Depot. DeWalt is having their atomic one-handed recip saw for $170. That is tool only. However, they are including a free gift, and that is a 6 amp hour battery. So $170, you get that recip saw and a 6 amp hour battery. Not a bad deal from DeWalt. If you happen to have a charger, then there you go. Switching over to Ryobi, they're having a starter kit, a 2 amp hour, 4 amp hour battery and charger for $80 if you were going to be getting in the Ryobi line or just needing an extra couple batteries. Milwaukee is having their M12 heated jacket for $134. This is a good time to take advantage because winter is over. We're going to be approaching summer. These things are going to be going on sale, so great time to pick it up for next winter when we're going to need it, and they're going to go back to full price. Right now, Milwaukee is also having their fuel 2-tool combo kit, so the hammer drill, impact driver, couple of batteries, charger, and a nice hard case for $399. Now they are also throwing in a same free battery, and it is a 6 amp hour battery. So just like that DeWalt, if you're in the Milwaukee line, you're going to get a 6 amp hour battery. So 3 batteries, those 2 tools for about $400. So that's actually not a bad deal. Usually when Home Depot is having their special by the day, I think they had it like 2 days ago in one of those videos. They had this exact same kit for $350. So I think it only came with the 2 batteries again. So you don't get the extra tool. I think you're paying the $50 for that battery, which is actually not bad from Milwaukee. So kind of up to you if you wanted to save a little bit, but still wanted this kit and just didn't care about the extra battery. I would wait because they're usually having that on sale pretty often. But if you don't mind spending the extra $50 for that battery, which I think is a really good value, then there you go. They are having that today. And wrapping up at Home Depot, Milwaukee is also having their cordless cutoff saw with 2 12 amp hour batteries and of course that charger for $899. And it looks like it is even coming with a couple of different blades / discs to get you started. Now the reason I include this is okay, $900, but they are having a buy more save more. So if you spend over $800, you're actually getting $280 off. So I believe if my math is correct on this, you're getting this entire kit if you just buy this or needed this for what I think that's $620. So that's actually not a bad deal at all. Again, if you needed something specific like this, wanted to skip the cord, then there you go. They are having that. Switching over to Amazon, Craftsman is having a 7-piece of their ratcheting wrench set for $40. Craftsman is also having their 4 amp hour battery for $43. Now, again, I think I showed this one of the days last week or a couple days ago, but it was like $44, which I thought was still a pretty good deal for a 4 amp hour battery from Craftsman. Now it's sold by the same company, Mega Tool, so yeah, I guess you kind of take your chance not going directly through Amazon, but I mean for $43, not a bad deal, not a bad gamble again if you are in the Craftsman line and need an extra 4 amp hour battery. And again, sold by Tool Liquidator LLC, so taking your chance there. DeWalt is having their cordless router for $141. I think you can normally find this on sale for like $150 at Home Depot, and of course they're always having it on sale randomly. But anyway, if you needed that right now, wanted to take your chance, $141, not a bad deal. All right, now Skill is also having their 24 and 12 inch digital level. It does appear to be on sale, so the 24 inch is about $70 and then the 12 inch $54. Now I include this because I am just interested in it. I personally have never used a digital level before, so I don't know how much more beneficial it'd be from just the traditional tried and true level. But if you do have any experience, I would love to know, because if I'm missing out on something and if these just make your job a whole lot easier, I would be willing to switch because I'm all about that convenience. But if it's a gimmick, don't waste your money. So that's how I feel. Let me know if you do have any experience with that. But moving on, Flex is having some pretty decent deals here at Amazon, so we're going to finish out with them. Now, their impact wrench for $199, you get a 5 amp hour battery and of course a nice hard case and charger. So not a bad deal. There have been a lot of impact wrenches if you go back and watch the last couple of videos. So everyone seems to be having those impact wrenches on sale, so not a bad time to take advantage if you do need something like that. Now they're also having their impact driver kit with 2.5 amp hour batteries, nice carrying bag for only $99. That is not a bad deal for that impact driver from Flex. And switching over this same, now this is the hammer drill kit, so you're getting everything else the same, just of course the drill versus the impact driver for $99. And if you were like, Brendan, don't waste my time, I just want them all together, I don't want to buy them separately, well then they are having the 2-tool combo kit for $250. Now this is upgraded a little bit, so you are getting a 5 amp hour battery with that 2 amp hour battery. Of course, again, the bag and charger, both of those tools for an extra $50 you're pretty much paying for. Now I guess what you're paying for is maybe that bigger battery, but I think it might be equal or maybe even more worth it if you just buy these two separate, because it's going to be $200 and you're getting 4 batteries versus only 2, and also another bag, so might be worth it. But they are having all of those on sale. And then to wrap it up, they're also having their compact drill driver kit for the same $99. So if you're needing something a little bit more comfortable, compact in the hand, then they are also having that. To be honest, the feedback that I've been hearing, watching reviews and doing some research, these compact Flex tools actually aren't all that powerful, actually aren't all that great. So if it was me and I'm gonna buy into the Flex line, I would stick with their full size, the ones that have been performing very well. But hey, you do you, they are having all of that, whatever your needs are. But alright guys, that's all I had for you today. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you saw anything you like, drop a like down, I appreciate that. And be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future tool deals we're going to be going through. With that being said, I hope everyone has a great rest of their day. Y'all take care.